What is going on, everybody out there in the wonderful world of entertainment, man? It's guys, the Pod About It crew is here. G want to zoom out, try to show off some new shit. You ain't fooling me
First,
at
first of
all.
all,
Not
first
one
of
bit.
all, first of all, I kicked over the tablet, so I'm trying to get it back to where I thought I had it.
Mm-hmm.
I got it on the I got it on the TV stand, so when I moved my leg, it knocked the tablet over.
Okay. Okay.
Nah, it just looked like a completely different setup for you, Jay. Just like
It is.
you're not even in the same spot in your house.
Nah, I used to do it at the dining room table, but we got some new furniture, and I wanted to test it out to see how it was. If not, then I would have just did it in the living room. By the way, we did, and I'm not sure if I mentioned last weekend. We switched up the dining room and living room. We swapped the two, so now the dining room is the living room, and the living room is the dining room. So,
Really?
Okay.
yeah,
That is very interesting. Cause y'all, okay. All right,
yeah.
y'all trying to do
We got. Remember, in my living room, we got the closet, so we felt like we lost room by having the furniture in there. So when we got the new furniture, she was like, "Hey, babe, let's switch it and see how we like it." So it's nice. I like it.
So is there anything else different over there that's going on with you right now? You mentioned the furniture, but this is also a first for you, as far as I know, on this show.
I
Where
don't
your
think
wife
this.
at, G?
Oh, she's at work. Well,
You get G to talk today, y'all.
nah, I still got my mom-in-law here, so.
I thought he was about to go unhinged. Golly.
I thought we had him for a second, man. I thought we had him, but I guess not. All right, that's fine. We'll behave.
Tell mom to put her headphones on. She don't need to hear this.
Well, one
all
day
good.
we're gonna have a fellas only podcast. No kids, no wives, no babies, no dogs.
If we're gonna be completely honest, my kids are here too, so it's all good. They had a half a day from school today, so they've been home for hours now.
Any
DJ
particular
Malone
reason?
hits us with a question, huh?
Any particular reason?
Why did y'all have a half day today?
Probably some with the teachers.
The last day of the market period, yeah.
Okay.
DJ Malone has a question for us. He says, "Do y'all believe that people nowadays live in their dreams or in their fears?" It's an easy answer for me.
Go ahead.
I think.
What'd you say, Doug?
I said it's easy for me too. I think most people live in their fears.
That was my first thought.
People live in their fears. You're afraid to pull that trigger. The what if? You worry so much about the what if. Just take your chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you something I've learned. Like I'm more ready to go after what I want. The last couple episodes we talked about what I've been going through the last 2 years or so. Life, I won't say it can only get better, but living bill to bill is one thing to be paycheck to paycheck. Living bill to bill is a different lifestyle. It sucks. So go for your dreams.
Facts. Hey, at least you in good spirits, man. At least you can laugh about it.
That might be the alcohol.
Nah.
Not. Not the day you're drinking on a weekday.
No, ain't nothing. First of all, it's Friday, and when you're unemployed, every day is Friday. So, like, what you talking about on a weekday?
Honestly,
and by the way,
when you're unemployed, when you're unemployed every day, it's Saturday. Let's just. It's not even something. Every day is college football.
Well, I wanted to let you know we got to stop calling you unemployed because you are not that.
I say unemployed, but in my head I've always considered it underemployed. So
I think we got to say something different because you do have income.
Yep.
You have options. You're just not in the career that you were in that you're trying to get back into.
That's not a level of income that I'm used to. That's why I call it underemployed.
Right.
Yeah,
so we got to
I figure something of that nature. Like you're not where you want to be, so you like. I feel like I'm unemployed. Yeah, I got income coming in, but
I ain't saying it is not just
duck out hustling. The hustle don't stop, man. We got to eat.
Amen.
Listen, man, how's everybody been since the last time we spoke? Let's go on. Let's do a little roundtable session here. We'll start with our guy Duck. He usually got some interesting stories. I let him kick off the show, and then we'll let G stun on his broke hoes afterwards. Okay.
No, let me go last because I'm about to tear into what
Yeah.
I witnessed last Saturday.
Oh God. Okay. All right. Cool.
I'm curious what he got to say about it. Saturday was a good day for me last Saturday. I worked at one bar, shot over to another, picked up numbers. I mixed 4 different liquors. I blacked out, lost the end of the night. Got home okay, so that was cool. It was a Saturday. It was a fun night working at the bar. And then other than that, my license was officially approved. I didn't share it. There was like one outstanding issue that might have gotten me rejected for actually being issued my license to sell the life insurance, but they approved it. They went okay with that. Just had court this morning on a child support thing that went in my favor. So I'm good. I'm in good spirits.
You said it happened in your favor?
No change. Like basically, it could have been pay a ton of what's back due by a certain date.
Hey Mike, hit the horn one time, man. We got to celebrate small wins out here. Go ahead, hit the horn one time.
They didn't hit me with that lump sum. They were just like, yo, just keep doing what you're doing until you start seeing it garnished out of your paycheck again. Cool. That's it. So, and then other than that, working. I'm probably gonna work like the next 6 nights in a row at the bar.
Let me let y'all know something about Duck because he's being modest, and I appreciate it. I respect it, right? But he want to try to tell us that he's unemployed. This man hit me up with a job offer yesterday or the day before. So don't.
It was the day before, and it was
okay.
Would you be interested if nothing is set in stone? It's likely that, but
dang, out here offering jobs
and hustling the system all at the same time. His daughter home starving with her mama.
My baby is not starving.
Nah, I know. I shouldn't have said that. Just jokes, guys. That's my goddaughter. We wouldn't let her starve. I promise you that. But yeah, so yeah, man. Duck, I tell you
one more good news that happened this week. Another extension with the mortgage. So yeah, it's been a good week. And I start training Monday with a new job. So
look at God.
Another thing, we're gonna drop a bomb on that one. New job. Boom.
I still intend to work the other ones I already got. I'm not saying.
See what I'm saying? Out there getting it. 3 streams of income right there. Let's go. Let's go. All right. So I know what G want me to say.
Actually, you know what? I'll save mine when we get to the football topic. I'll save mine when we get to the football.
All right, good. So now G can stun on his broke folks. Go ahead, G. What's going on? What's new with you, G?
Shoot, did you not? I told you last couple times we recorded how much it costs to raise one kid from baby to grown. I think it was well over 200,000. So how many kids you got? You the one with the wealth. You just can't cash it in.
Oh, every time I drive down the street and I see a new car, I'm like, if I had these goddamn kids, I don't want to be in no 4-bedroom house. I don't want to have a yard. I don't want something small. It's just me and my wife. We should be in some little 2-bedroom thing with a full basement. That's it. But it is what it is. I love my babies and I wouldn't trade them for the world.
Yo, man, I love my nieces and nephew.
Do you ever hear the church song where they be like, "My God is so big, so strong, and so much"? Actually, you know what? I'll wait till tell y'all that with my section. Go ahead, G.
Yeah.
Are your feet reclined right now?
No, I would lean more than I already am. But this
so that's
week,
an option now.
Yeah, on all the couches except for the middle. For instance, he said stunt, and I mean, it ain't like Duck's furniture where he got all the bells, literal bells, whistles, lights, charging ports. I mean, a little something like, we got recliners.
I see you.
So better than what we had over here before. So thank God for that. So, but this week is, nothing special other than we got the furniture delivered. We was expecting for it to be delivered last Saturday, but one of the pieces, and I don't remember which one, was on back order, so we had to wait until that got here. So my wife called and said, we would like to have it delivered at the earliest convenience. I know we wanted a Saturday delivery, so they said, okay, we'll give you guys a call when we get the piece in, the other, couch in, and we go from there. And the lady called. She's like, hey, we got the furniture. When would you like it? I said, what's your earliest date? They said Thursday. I said, well, babe, I'm taking off. We getting this furniture. So
that's what's up. Congratulations on that.
And that's pretty much got my car fixed. That killed my savings. That was earlier in the week.
My man refused to let this car die. He refused to do it. It's okay. I know what he's planning. That's the thing. I'm sitting back just smiling and enjoying and watching my man grow up, climb up the ladder financially and all that stuff. He done got himself a wife. He leveling out in the finances and everything, getting new furniture, doing big boy stuff over there. Man, I see you, G.
Yeah, I think next year, because my friend, he helped. I forgot what he does exactly, but he's in the housing field, and I spoke to him when I saw him at church last week. I said, hey, look, I already kind of started the first time homeowners thing 2 years ago. He said, oh yeah, man, come see me when you're ready. So I was like, all right, next year I just want some things to clear off my credit report. I want my credit score to shoot up a little bit more, and we'll go ahead and holler at you.
Nice. I hope that works out. So you said next year, was that a conversation you had last year, or you had that?
No, this is the conversation we had last week. Like I said, I started the process a little bit in 22. In 22, I just wanted to see what I would be approved for. Wasn't a lot. Plus, the guy told me, "Hey, this isn't a market for buyers right now. Just wait." And I was like, "Okay."
It was not. I will. That's one thing I will say. I went to the bank earlier today, and you gotta sit with the banker sometimes. I was looking over something, and she looks at my mortgage, and she was like, "Yo, you got a great interest rate." I was like, I know it. I'm trying desperately to hold on to it. I don't think, but yeah, they shot it. So,
and to the people out in the chat, DJ Malone said someone thought I looked 17 yesterday when I bought some incense sticks. I obviously took the compliment and ran with it. I'm 28. Tell us what's new with y'all also, man, especially DJ and Mike. Y'all always watching, man. Please, please, please put the new stuff in there. He said, mind you, I also got a beard. I don't know if you've been to a high school lately. I be wanting to punch some of these dudes the way they looking at my kid.
Middle school. I went to pick up my little cousin back when he was in middle school and I was in college. And I'm like, some of these other kids come and pick up younger brothers and cousins too. He was like, no, him, and him, they're all in my grade. That one's a year older than me. What?
They be looking crazy out there. Go ahead, G. I didn't want to cut you off though.
No, but that's pretty much it. So right now, my wife leases a car every 3 to 4 years, so I'm not, in need of a car per se. I'm just trying to, get. I did kind of look at the car market last year. When I say last year, I mean like back in December, like the last day she got her oil change, and I was like, yeah, let me holler at your guy, and stuff was not in my favor. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to sit on what I got for now until it gets to the point where it's just not worth fixing, or I just get really annoyed, and we'll go from there. But right now, it is what it is. I got little stuff here and there that need to be fixed. So I got one of those things done on Monday. Was it? I had to get a new radiator. So.
I can't hear you, Mike. Can't hear you at all, bro.
Can't hear you.
Okay, well, while he figures that out, what else is going on over there? How's the puppy?
He's good. He's laying right next to me, knocked out. He was happy I got to stay home with him this week. So
Vulcan was literally just banging on the door trying to get in here like 2 seconds ago.
And it's funny because how we redid the furniture confused him, like got him all off. Like now he's like, do I go? Because we kind of blocked off the one doorway and we just come through the living room entrance now. And he's like kind of stuck. He's like, which way do I go? So it's been fun watching him, navigate around the new setup.
I look forward to it because my plan is to eventually rent this place out, move into somewhere else. honestly, I'll probably buy another house or two to rent out before I move out of here. But I do look forward to moving and seeing my dog's reaction. Like
Or
the whole new place, and when he realizes we're not coming back here, like
like, nah, bro, that we don't live there anymore.
we don't live there no more. We gonna level up eventually. I'm hoping at the latest by the end of next year. That's my hope. That's the goal. So
it's funny. I think it was a comedian that said it. He said, when we don't see him anymore like we used to, but when you used to see the homeless guy with the dog, and he's like, yo, I feel sorry for the dog. Like the dog thought that they went on a walk, and here it is 3 years later. Like, when are we going home?
Nah, that's
oh man.
I be wondering too, like how did you afford it? You're right. When was the last time you saw a homeless person?
Probably like the 90s.
I'd rather say they just be having their cart and whatever clothes they got on. That's it.
Yeah.
The cart full of stuff, whatever clothes they can fit on themselves. That's it. Be crazy.
Yo, and they're all over, man. Like every little shopping intersection, mall, you name it, yo.
I used to think Trenton was bad. It's bad. I told y'all with all the heavy rain, like it's called Tent Town. I don't know where it's at. I've never seen it. I've probably driven past it and thought nothing of it. But it got flooded out during the heavy rain weeks ago or whatever. So what killed me though was they were putting the updates on the ring app. I'm like, y'all got rain to be able to update and say that your house was flooded out and you lost everything. Like, where is your ring hooked up to if you living out of tent and you homeless? Like,
you don't hear me now?
Yeah, yes. That's why you disrupted the feed so you can go get your hookah. You ain't slick.
I had a hookah the whole time.
I thought he had it already. I could be wrong.
No, I interrupted the stream because I couldn't get it to go to my Bluetooth, and two, my microphone just wasn't catching, and it was set up right and everything. So I'm glad that y'all can hear me now, though.
Yeah. So what about you, Mike? What's been new since last week?
I want to talk about. Well, now I'll save that for one of my topics. But what's new? I got a couple of nice things. Just going around being a good person. A guy gave me a couple of things in the bowling league that I'm in. He said he has I can't remember if he said it was his dad or his uncle, but one of them is on their way out. It's an older gentleman, and he just has a bunch of sports memorabilia. The guy, I wear Niner stuff everywhere. Y'all know that about me already. My regular day to day. So even in Wednesday bowling leagues, I'm in there in Niners pants. We in the playoffs. I wear different set. If I'm either wearing red pants with a Niners shirt, or I got Niners pants that I wear out there and all kinds of stuff. So he was like, I got something for you next week. And he ran up to me. He wanted to give me his uncle or father's watch. So I got to get a battery put in here, wind this bad boy up. I'm going to wear this. He gave me a brand new Zippo, never used before. And so that was pretty cool. One of my little victories. I like that. And he wouldn't take any money for it. He was like, no. He's on his way out, and we wanted to go to people who are going to appreciate it. I figured you would get a good use out of it. So, please enjoy it and let us know if you want anything else. He was like, what other teams are you interested in? So I ran down all my other teams. Oh, I think he's got something for the Flyers. I'm not really a hockey guy. And I was like, well, I'm a Devils fan, so that ain't going to work for me. But it was cool. I had to let me see, was that last week? This week I wrote one of my drivers up. I had to go have meetings with like my groups of drivers, put my foot in their ass, basically saying we are under a lot of investigation right now. Oh. And it's to the point where our office could get shut down. Wow. So it's not like they were in trouble, but there's inspectors that are coming. They do these pop-up inspections on different DME companies. And this is a year-round thing, but they're in the state of Pennsylvania right now. And what I told the drivers basically was, y'all have been not following the rules and stuff that I've given you. I've given y'all manuals. I've made y'all do all these tests and all that, and nothing is, operating the way it's supposed to. I said, so here's what's going to happen. And I need y'all to see this and understand this. I'm not sending this in text. I'm not calling y'all individually. I am doing this in groups. So I had 3 different meetings 2 days ago, and I spoke with every single one of them. Basically, the speech was, I'm going to give y'all the shortened version. If this office gets shut down, everybody who works in this office paycheck stops until we are up to code. if the drivers, any of y'all, are the reason that this office gets shut down and my supervisor can't get paid, he's going to look for heads to roll. And I'm not losing my job for y'all. I will fire y'all if you are the reason for anything that gets written up. And my manager was in the room with me. He's like, Mike, you can't say that. I was like, I mean it. I know I'm not supposed to say it. I mean it. Because if one of my drivers aren't doing what they're supposed to, it doesn't start with the driver. It's going to say, well, why didn't you make sure they were doing what they're supposed to do?
Yep.
It reflects on me. And I got 4 mouths to feed.
Trying to make sure they're doing it right. So.
Right. I got 4 mouths to feed. So I changed the guy's position. I made him basically my warehouse warden. He's making sure that the guys are in there and out within 30 minutes. Their vans are going to be up to code. And I said, and if there's a problem with it, if y'all are giving him any problems, y'all are going to have to deal with me. I said, I know y'all want to look over my shoulder and see Aiden. I'm telling y'all right now, the guy's name that I promoted is Eric. I said, Eric is an extension of me. If he's telling you to do something, assume it came from me. And if I'm telling him to tell y'all anything, assume it came from Aiden. Aiden's over 4 different offices in this company. I assume it came from him. I said, and if you are giving pushback to him, you're giving pushback to me, which means you're giving pushback to Aiden. You will be out of here for insubordination. I'm not losing my job for anybody. And so they were all like, blah, 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 blah. So today I went out and spent a couple $100 and got everybody some Chick-fil-A for breakfast, kind of get the spirits back. But I'm not rewarding y'all. I'm just letting y'all know, like, I'm not here just to be mean. I'm a nice person, you know? And the, drivers talk and all that shit, but they think that I don't get the word. Like, a lot of people think I'm a pushover. They think that I was just given this role because of the last job that I had before this company that I'm at now bought our company. They think that it's like, oh, Mike's just here. He's not really going to do anything. Nope. Started writing people up, letting y'all know it's real. On your file. We're having meetings. Sign the document. I don't want to sign. Don't matter. It's still going on your file. But you not signing just shows your level of stubbornness. Because everything that I'm writing you up for is stuff that has been documented that I've had conversations with you about. So my thing is this, as a supervisor, because I've been a driver, every time I go and sit down with somebody and you got a piece of paper for me to sign, I feel like, why didn't you just tell me this before? You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you have to wait till it was already time for me to be written up? So what I do to people is I pull them to the side. Hey, you got to get on track. You're signing in at 10:30 every single day. You're not completing your first stop till 2:30. What the fuck are you doing for 4 hours?
Dang.
What are you doing for 4 hours? And then on top of that, you're signing out 2 hours after your end time. So now you're accumulating overtime. Nah, it's not happening. And I've had these conversations with this one particular person over and over. Cool. Now it's time for me to. I told y'all 2024 was going to be different. Wrote them up. Boom, right away. I'm not playing these games. You want to be
So
mad?
how many write-ups before you, I guess, do something about it?
So you get the way this company does it is you get a written warning. It goes on file, but it's not considered an official write-up. You get a written warning. Like it's a documented conversation. That's what they call it. It's a documented conversation. I sit down and have a conversation with you, and it's documented. That's number one. Then if it continues, then it's an official write-up. And then after that, it can be termination or whatever. What do they call it? Whatever course of action I choose to take. It doesn't have to be a firing, but I can cut your hours. You to be full-time in the state of Pennsylvania, it's only 30 or 32 hours. I forget which one it is. I don't have to give you 40. I damn sure don't have to put you on call and give you the bonus. And I damn sure don't have to give you overtime. I will cut your hours and have your ass doing 4 stops a day and going home. And you're going to be sitting around looking at a short check. I'd rather you quit than for me to fire you. So, yeah, DJ Malone said basically it's 3 strikes type of thing. I'm not losing I got too many mouths to feed.
Right.
I got a roof to sustain. I got a dog that costs more than most people's kids to take care of. I'm not doing it. So that's just where we are. I'm not losing mine because you want to be lazy and you don't want to put clean and dirty labels on your equipment in your vans. Sorry, not doing it. So little stuff like that. And the thing is, they're upset because they haven't been doing it for the last year, even though they know they're supposed to be doing it. They're upset because it's going to take so much time. Well, if you get the shit right and just maintain it, it don't take a lot of time at all.
Right.
If everything in your van is labeled the way it's supposed to be, anything dirty that you pick up is supposed to be tagged dirty, but it's also supposed to come off your van at the end of the workday. Anything that's clean it's coming out of the warehouse with clean labels on it. So if it's not, you're supposed to let me know, and then I go to the warehouse manager. I'm not over the warehouse anymore. I'm just over the drivers now. And then I go to the warehouse manager and let him know his staff isn't labeling things the right way. That won't fall back on us. That'll fall back on them. Cool. If we get shut down because of some shit they doing in the warehouse, cool. But y'all got to put these dirty labels, and they use the word segregation and like reigns like racism in my brain, right? But you have to segregate the dirty from the.
That would piss me off.
See, if they would have said separate or something like that, then cool.
Right. It's all the same thing, but you have to segregate the dirty equipment from the clean equipment. You can't if an inspector comes up and they open your van, and let's just talk about oxygen concentrators. If they see two concentrators next to each other, they're supposed to be able to tell if they're clean or if they're dirty. But what they're not supposed to be is clean and dirty next to each other, strapped in the same strap. You got supposed to have one side of your van for clean equipment, other side for the dirty equipment.
Makes
and
sense.
The dirty equipment is supposed to be bagged and tagged, because you don't know what diseases the patients have and all that stuff. It's supposed to be sprayed down before you put it in your van and all kinds of shit. So like now it's pedal to the metal, and we are going to do this 100%. We are going to be in 100% compliance. All of my staff.
And how many staff members do you have under you?
I have 17 METs under me, 17 medical equipment technicians, and I have 4 couriers. So I'm up to 21 people that report directly to me.
Look at boss.
Wow. That's what's up.
Hey, at any point, did you ever just like, like, dang, yo, I'm boss out here?
Yeah. I felt it a couple of times, but I like I said, I'm also lenient, right? Like we're supposed to write up guys for showing up late. We're supposed to write up guys for all that. I still like to have those personal conversations, right? A lot of my drivers have kids. One guy didn't have enough time to call out. He needed 8 hours for the day. He only had 4 hours of PTO. He's like, is this going to be a point for me? His son had a seizure. I'm like, bro, go home and take care of your kid. I'm not going to give you a half a point for that. I'll send you the medical. I know you're going to send me the medical stuff. I'm not worried about that. We have a history. We have a rapport. I'm not an asshole. But what I'm not going to do is let somebody sign in at 10 o'clock and I can see where you are physically located. You're still at home at 11, 12, 1. No, you're getting written up for stealing company time.
Yeah.
That's a fireable offense immediately. I'm being nice by giving you this write-up.
For real.
You understand what I'm saying? So don't take my kindness for a weakness. Like I'm talking to you over and over. I'm giving you all the warnings. I tell them we can see where you are. We issue company issued Apple products, whether it be an iPad or iPhone. You can't turn location services off on these phones because they get regulated before they get sent to us. You can't do any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's just these guys. Like I don't know. If you don't want to work, just quit. Because I will keep writing you up. And then by the time the write-ups happen, because it's all on file, you're not even going to collect unemployment because you were being insubordinate.
You're being let go with cause at that point. So
yeah. So that's basically all that's new with me. Oh, no. Hold up. I got to flex real quick. So I bought this accessory for bowling. It's like this little wrist thing. So first I had like just a little wrist Velcro strap with the metal strip in it to keep your wrist from bending too much. And I saw this other thing where you can adjust it with how much of the further down it is when you're holding the ball, the more curve it is and the more angle you get on it when you go to release.
Didn't they say one of the straps was cheating or something?
So certain leagues, you can't use certain products. But I checked the rules and regulations and I sent it into the league and asked them if it was approved. They said yes. G, I'm not kidding you. When I first started in this league, my average was 132. 3 out of the last 4 weeks, I have bowled 600 series. I don't know if y'all know what that is for people out there that don't bowl. So in a league, you only bowl 3 games. A 600 series means I average over 200 points a game. Bro, killing it out there, bro. I bowled my high game this past week. I can tell y'all what it was. My highest game ever. It was, I got to find the picture. Hold on. Because I know it was either 265 or 256. But I was out there. When I tell you I was killing it, bro, I was locked in. I was in the zone, bro. Where we at?
You definitely got to get me in that next league. I can't have you out here.
I was just about to say, that's one thing I'm looking forward to is getting back to bowling like they used to.
Can y'all see the 265? It's probably blurry.
Yeah.
I bowled a 265. I finished with a total of 630. So that's a 210 average. I'm fucking my average up. It's good and bad because what happens is, so when I started the night, my average was 165. That was my average when I started the night. So when you bowl above your average like that, your team usually crushes because this is a real league with handicaps and all that stuff included. So when you go out there and you're killing it like that, like you win those games, bro. I've been on fire since. It's just consistency. If I can find my mark and blah 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 blah, then everything works out. So that's that's the other thing that's new with me. I'm not only am I having fun with the bowling, I'm getting new balls, paws. I'm out there like learning different balls for different things. You know, which balls aren't going to curve at the end, which ones aren't going to grab. So you know, as a bowler, the 10 pin, if you're right-handed, is the hardest one for you to get. It's all the way on the right. And so if you bowl with a curve to the left and you're right-handed, that's the hardest one for you to get. Bro, I'm smashing that bitch. I'm getting it 9 out of 10 times now, like it's nothing. It's to the point where like I'm playing for like just like this is easy. I'm walking up there without hesitating now. It is crazy how consistent and how good I've become.
When I was bowling
be careful with that. When I got to that point with the 10, sorry, G. When I got to that point that you're talking about with the 10 pin, where literally 9 out of 10, it got to the point where you're doing it so much, you're so bad, and then you're barely missing it to the left. You call yourself giving yourself the way I was giving myself the whole lane, started barely missing it to the left, and then you start overcorrecting and it's just dropping off the lane right in front of it. When you get too, you got to just remember what you're doing and don't let yourself get too excited or too confident.
And then the pin that's in front of the 10, I believe is the 6. So it's kind of stacked. It's kind of stacked like this. Like the pins are. Well, I'm sorry, I did it the wrong way. The 10 pin is the farthest one back, and then there's the one in front of it, but it's it's up and to the left. When I see that, I purposely try to hit it so that the one that's furthest up kicks all the way over, just in case I ever got a split. Like I'm that focused on it. Like I'm not worried about getting the spare. I am perfecting my spot on the lane with the curve, and I have what they call a high speed ball. So most bowlers, their average ball speed is between 13 and 15 miles an hour. Mine is anywhere from 19 to 21. So and it's me trying to slow it down. I've been working on all that stuff, but it's like, bro, I be killing it, bro.
But when I used to bowl heavily, first off, I used to have my knuckle on my thumb was black. That's how often, like, it was calloused. That's how much I was bowling. My goal for me was just no open frames. Like, I didn't really, I did care about my score, but I wasn't focused more so on like strikes. I was so concentrated on no open frames. Like, I would get an open frame and be pissed. But after a while, I was so dead on. Like, I knew exactly what my mark was, and I was just letting it go every time, y'all. Just, I miss it. So definitely let me know when that next league start.
We already signed up. We already signed up for the next one. Yo, listen to what my game was where I bowled the 265. 9 spare, strike, 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 strike. 8 spare, strike, 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 strike. And then the last one in the 10th frame, I bowled the fucking 7. I was so mad at myself. And the 7 was the one that I wanted. I wanted the 10-6, 7. It was the 7-10 with the 6. But I didn't, because it was the last one, I didn't get an opportunity to try to bowl it. I was so mad that because it was the 10th frame. I was like, oh, that's the spare I've been wanting to try to get the whole time. But bro, like I've been on fire these last couple of weeks, bro. Like I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is, but it's just now I'm just focused on the consistency.
See, I don't like that. See, now I feel like Goku and Vegeta. Now I feel like I gotta catch you because we was pretty much even. One game you beat me, one game I beat you. It was always evenly matched. Now
those days are long gone, G. You ain't catching me, bro.
That's cool. You see, I said, let me know when the next league. Oh, we already started. He don't want me in no parts.
I can get you in. Hey, well, hold up. But you got. Here's the thing. So we did sign up for the next one, but we're still looking for people. Now, not on my team. I have a team of 4 as of right now. But you can still be in the league and come compete.
See, now I need somebody. I see you hitting consistently 200. I need that because I'm very competitive, and that's going to drive me to get even with you. So I need somebody that's on that level so I can, get up to that point. Because if I'm the best one on let's just say I'm the best one on the team, is there really an incentive for me to get better? Like, I need somebody that's better than me, because now it's going to drive my competitive fire.
That's one thing I'll tell you about the league is, even like Mike will tell you, I went and watched and I've seen other leagues, like other bowlers will help you even if they're not on your team. Like the bowling community is one that just like they're looking out, they're helping everybody. So.
Right. So that's going to take us to our first topic of the day. Here we are 35 minutes in, and I got a show to do in an hour. So we have to be tight with our topics here. Unnecessary hate. So I showed y'all the watch and the lighter that this random guy in my league gave me. And like Duck said, he's been there. People come up, give you pointers and all that stuff. So we had a substitute in this last game, right? And I had never met the guy before. Apparently he works at the bowling alley, and I'd never seen him or paid attention to him. I didn't know who he was. In fact, I was about to say I don't remember his name, but I could look at the picture because he was on the team.
The big stocky.
I had never seen this guy before. His name was Jeff, right? And Jeff was so good that his average was like 208 or something like that. Like he's nice like that. But he wasn't nice that night. His high game was 187. He bowled a 152 and a 148. Like, he cost us points. But I was so locked in that it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So Jeff was watching me, and here's what I liked about everything about what Jeff did, because other people will come up and try to get you to change shit while you're in the middle of bowling. I'm not going to listen to what you're saying. I'll take that and keep it in mind for the next time I'm out here. But as of right now, I got to feel this ball out myself in the lanes, and I'll try doing whatever, either when I'm practicing, not during the games or whatever, or I'll start the next league like that, the next league night. But so Jeff is watching the whole time, and I kept my thumb. So the thing that I have has like a plastic hard thing. It's like, and it was leaving a cut on my wrist. He was like, "You need a sleeve." So he goes and just comes back with the sleeve, brand new in the packet. He's like, "Here, put this on." And I put it on, and it was like this, it's just a thin cloth, right? And I was like, "It's helping, it's cool." And he watched me bowl. I got a strike and everything. He was like, "How'd that feel?" I was like, "It's good." I was like, "But I still feel it." I said, "I'm gonna move the pad on it." So there's a pad on the Velcro strap that goes around. So I moved the pad so it was under my thumb, but it affects how fluid your thumb can move a little bit because now the pad is pushing. He said, "No, I'm going to get you a glove." So he runs to the back, gets a glove. He gave me 2 brand new items, fresh out the package. "Al, how much are they?" "Don't worry about it." Like, I like seeing people improve. Now, the thing about the glove is there's these thin black, like, plastic lines in it. So now the ball is resting on it, on the ball of your hand, and it's affecting the revs. So instead of it being the cloth where it's slipping and sliding off, it's sticking and coming off with more revs. He was like, "So you got to be careful, be mindful if you're going to use that underneath your brace." I said, "Okay, cool." He has to go outside. He keeps coming to me, and he's sitting by the door. "You want to go outside? Zara's going to take you. Go." So he gives it to me. Boom. It is what it is. It works out fine. I said, "Hey, how much? How much?" He doesn't say anything. "Don't worry about it, Mike. Like, just enjoy it." We finished the last game. He says, "Listen, I got something for you. It's mine. I'm going to go in the back and get it real quick. I got something for you." He comes out with a bowling ball. He was like, "With the way that you bowl," he's like, "You bowl like me, a lot of speed, and you need a ball that's going to react really, really strong." He said, "These 2 balls you have right here have a symmetrical core. This is going to be asymmetrical, so one side is bigger. It's going to make it grab and pull better for your power that you bowl with. I can see you trying to slow your speeds down." And for the most part, for that night, I was around 17, 18 miles an hour. I made a concerted effort to slow it down. He was like, "But I can tell by your drawback, because it's inconsistent with how high you're going back with your draw. You're trying not to put as much arm in it." He said, "This is going to help you just get your natural swing. You're going to have to find your spot again. You have to relocate." He was like, "But once you do, you can go ahead and just bowl naturally and you'll be more consistent." I was like, "Cool. I like it." So that same night, I'm going to reiterate this. I got a watch. I got a lighter. I got a sleeve. I got a glove and a bowling ball. Bro, there's this woman on my team, just flat out just stopped talking to me for the last 2 games. Now, I didn't get the ball and the glove until the 3rd game. Or, well, the end of the 3rd game is when he gave me the ball. He gave me the glove at the start of the 3rd game. He gave me the sleeve during the 2nd game. I got the watch and the lighter before we even started, because the guy saw me And he was like, "Oh, Mike, I got something for you. Come here, come here." And that's when he gave me the stuff. She just flat out stopped talking to me when people started just giving me stuff. And so the person that Jeff was subbing for is the reason I'm even in this league. She invited me to it. She's my former coworker, Brandy. So I called Brandy. I said, "Yo, just do me a favor. If Tina says anything to you, just let me know. Like, I would like to know if she's upset about something. Like, she wouldn't say bye to me. Bro, I went outside. She was out there smoking, talking to Jeff. As soon as I came out the door, she just ran to her car. Like, didn't even want to say bye. Just like unnecessary hate. So I want to ask y'all, has there ever been a time where you just received unnecessary hate? Like someone just like, and it's someone like you're on my team. You should be hoping that I get better in this process. Why are you upset? And I was talking to Brandy. She was like, no, that's just how she is. Like, if she's not the center of attention, if she's not looked at as the best, she gets upset. She won't let me be the anchor. You know, the anchor's supposed to be your best bowler. All right, like here we are, these last 3-4 frames, we need 60 points from you. You know, we need 60 pins to have a chance of catching them. She will, everybody has been the anchor on the team except for me. She won't let me be the anchor.
Wow.
She won't do it. And I don't care because I feel like if I bowl at 300, I bowl at 300, whether I'm first or last. Like, it don't matter. But she just, because I mentioned I want to be the anchor, I'm going to earn being the anchor, she won't let me have it. Y'all tell me a time where you felt like you've received some unnecessary hate and who it was from. I'm okay with haters hating on me. I'm okay with that. But
and
you supposed to be on my team.
that's where I thought you were going was how to react. And it's like, yo, it's your problem. Like, that's how I do it. Like your blessings are your blessings. I'm happy for you. You know what I mean? But that's always been my approach. Like, what's meant for somebody else is not meant for me. What's meant for me will be. Right. So that's my approach to that. As far as unnecessary haters, I have two specifically that come to mind. And one of them, I think I know the reason. The other one, I have no idea. Is just a little cousin on my dad's side of the family. Every time I would see this kid, no idea why, for the longest time, he's an adult now, he would just punch me in the stomach as hard as he could. And he was one of those short, like, built like a bowling ball, like, and he actually hit a lot harder than he realized. Every time as I'm walking up to hug him, "Hey, Taj, what's up? Good to see you. It's been a while." Boom, hard as he could. Never knew why. We got older. Like, he wasn't quite an adult. He was probably like junior or senior in high school. And I saw him. I'm sitting there talking to him and his mom. And I was, "Yo, Taj, you know you used to punch me every time you saw me." He was like, "What you talking about?" Literally, so yeah, up until a few years ago, like you would punch me every time you saw me. Why was it? I was like, "I don't know." And everybody just laughed it off. Okay, whatever. And then, so I literally to this day have no idea why. Still my cousin, love him, is what it is. And then the only other one that comes to mind was a work situation. My very first project at my last job. The client was Sanofi. Well, my first project was like 2.5 years. Then I was on another project for like half a year when I was backfilling for this lady who was backfilling for somebody else. And what happened was, took over her work responsibility. She showed me everything, and either I was doing the job way quicker than she ever got it done. Like that was one of the situations where I'm going through every system we were responsible for every single day, and everything out that I need to see, whatever information comes in, I'm checking accordingly, and verifying everything. And then when one of the systems would act up, which y'all know that was my main job, was making sure these systems were working properly. That was my main job before this particular project. And after, I'd go to her, "Hey, we need to troubleshoot. I don't know who the vendor is for this, but it's not working the way it is." She would always be very matter of fact, as if I was an idiot, and then get in there and go through her check. She would take like 3 times as long as it should have taken to do it. And then, "Oh, look at that. It's not working. I got to talk to such and such." Wouldn't even acknowledge that I told her what the issue was, or how I created, how I found her, whatever. Whatever. Fast forward, she tells me for this one assignment I get, "Hey, we got this list of doctors. Google them and find out whether or not they're MDs or just PhDs or something, or just whether or not they're actual medical doctors or just another type of doctor." She was literally, the instruction was, don't spend any more than 2 minutes on each of these doctors, HCPs, healthcare professionals. It wasn't just doctors, it was doctors and nurses. So find out if they're actual medical healthcare professionals. No more than 2 minutes is what I was told. All right, like cool. And it's a list of several thousand doctors. It took me a few days to get through it all, but I breezed through it. Right? They report back to my company because remember I was a contract consultant on a project. They report back to my company that I wasn't taking the work seriously. I was breezing through my work. I wasn't doing anything, like it wasn't getting done thoroughly, and they were disappointed with it. Mind you, like the day before, the main manager was telling me they loved everything I was doing and was hoping to extend me for another 6 months. So like literally within a day, within 24 hours, I got booted off that project, and that was the report. And I came back. What was it? They gave me a chance to at least tell my side of the story, and my job did an investigation. Eventually, she comes clean. I just didn't like how efficient he was at my job, and so I want him out of there. So I just said that just to get him in trouble. Just unnecessary hate. I was never gonna take your job. Like I was a contractor. You were entrenched in your position. But for whatever reason, she just felt threatened. So those are the only 2 times I could think of. I know more if I got another work situation. I won't go into that one, but
go ahead, because honestly, I'm trying to think, and I know I've had, but I'm so, I guess, oblivious to stuff. I don't really pay it any mind, and I'm just like, whatever.
With some of it, you gotta reframe how it's like. You might not, like you said, you're oblivious. Like I'm the same way. Like you might not even think of it that way because just I'm living my life. I'm cool.
Yeah, and that's how I usually am. But I really can't think of anything that I personally caught.
My only other work situation was Lowe's. When I ended up leaving Lowe's at the beginning of last year, I had a supervisor that literally cool in the beginning. And I know when we were talking, he was talking about his fiance. G, you never met her. Mike has seen pictures. The chick I was talking to, I was like, oh yeah, I got a bad little chick waiting for me in my crib right now. It was cool. I mentioned that one day. Oh yeah, my chick is at my house. Like I can't wait to get on. I'm about to go. You know what I mean? He was like, oh, must be nice, right? Like it shifted. I got something I'm messing with. Now you alone, like, and that was abrupt. Like I swear he was just talking about his fiance like a week or 2 earlier. And then it was just writing me up left and right for stuff that nobody else was getting written up for. And actually, no, I'm fast forwarding. There was the way it started when I noticed there was I think it was aisle 26 is where they keep all the toilets or whatever. It's aisle behind him. But he comes back. He comes up. We're up in Tool World. Me and one other dude that he had it out for from the moment he started. By the way, that was more unnecessary hate from him to that other guy. But that aside, me and him are up in Tool World, top stocking, and then the supervisor comes up. Hey, toilets back in aisle 26. Go put all those up. Just you. Get on the picker. Put those up. It's aisle 42. It was 26 toilets by myself. He wanted me to, and you've worked in the warehouse.
Yes, I worked at Lowe's here.
Yeah, get on the picker, gotta go down. You stack as many as you can, but it's just me. Like one toilet is not too heavy, but when you're moving 26 of them, gotta go up, unload, down, reload, up. You know what I mean? Like however many you put on the picker, it was just like, yo, I don't know when I pissed in this man's Cheerios, but he clearly did. And the other thing was, it's like, yo, it's 3 or 4 other dudes not doing anything real. Why do you have me doing this by myself? And mind you, he top stocked that night. He literally just left that one aisle for me. And then the way his behavior progressed was started writing me up for the earbuds. Nobody else getting written up for the earbuds. Everybody else got them in. Mind you, the rule with the earbuds was you couldn't have them on the sales floor when customers were on the floor. Gee, I worked overnight. My shift started when the store closed. My shift started when the store closed. And he's writing me up for nobody else. Everybody else does it. We all do it. I'm the only one getting written up for it.
Let me give you some pushback. A little bit of pushback. Because when I wrote my driver up last week, he was like, I'm the only one getting written up for this. I said, you don't know that to be true. I'm a supervisor. I don't tell you when I'm writing somebody else up.
I know it to be true because I was asking my coworkers.
Yeah, for something like
I would
that, if
mention it
we're
to my
all
coworkers. I would mention it. They were like, you know, I don't get written up for that. I never get written up for that. And here's the crazy part: the assistant store manager was the one that put that in place. Just, you know, some people come in and they want to, because he was new. Some people come in and they want to leave their mark or whatever. Look what I did to try to get that next promotion. He put that in place for day shift. I would be in front of him. He would come and open the store some mornings. I'd be riding the picker out on the floor, earbuds in. I'd talk to him with both earbuds in, like just. He never cared. Never said anything, never cared. But this one supervisor, for whatever reason, just didn't like it, just had it out for me.
bless you.
Those are my three.
Yeah, Duck subbed in for me because I didn't have any.
So you don't have one. Okay. All right, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, like I said, I'm so like in my own world, just living my life. Like I don't really pay attention to the, I'm pretty sure there has, but nothing comes to mind at the moment.
And see, we talk so much as a group and previous podcasts. I don't know if I shared my other one. I got a cousin who just like we were at a family member's funeral. He wouldn't speak to me. Like walked by, he walked by, he dapped up Maurice Gaines. He walked by, he dapped up everybody and all that. Oh wait, no. Maybe it might have been Noah's wedding. It might have been Noah's wedding instead.
I wasn't there for that. Okay.
But we all in groups. He hugged my mom, dapped my brother. I'm like, yo, what's up? Yeah, and just kept walking. Hey, what's that about? So I hit him up on Facebook, like, yo, like, was there a problem? Like, what did I miss something? We got static, and I don't know about it. I'll talk to you when I see you face to face. The fuck? Like,
that sounds like
we family too. Like I don't understand what exactly happened. This was years ago. I still haven't seen him face to face to have because we just don't run into that side of the family a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I to this day I still don't know what his issue was. So it is what it is. But that's the only other unnecessary hate that I could think of. But let's get into some other topics. Let's get this show rolling here. I know both of y'all had some topics you want to talk about. Who wants to go first? G, I know you had one that was burning.
Yeah, it's just I didn't get a chance to participate in yours. I felt like I just was standing here. And it's funny because I let y'all go first and I'm just running my mind. I'm like, bro, other than like the fake hate, we all say, hey man, you sure ugly or you'll hate it. Like I couldn't think of like a real instance of hate. So
I got some instances, but I can't say because, yeah. So it's cool.
So quick backstory, 2 years ago, and I know I'm getting booed for this from y'all anyway. So 2 years ago, I decided to, after being with this company for 13 years, from 2009 to 2022, I always thought in between, I'm like, yo, I wonder what the other side is like. So in March of 22, I decided to make the switch from Android to Apple because I always wanted to see what it was like on the other side. So that was, 13 years of, being with that brand, that company.
I was just about to say, there's your unnecessary hate, by the way.
I know.
Android Apple hate is completely unnecessary, but we all participated.
Was on me in the comments when I posted that picture, yo. He was, I think Mike was too.
She was. I sure was. I called you a sellout, all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
So there we go. I got to participate in unnecessary hate. There we go. And then most recent brand switch for me after using this one product, deodorant, since going back to middle school, since like 6th through 8th grade. Wow. I decided to switch up my deodorant from Right Guard to Dove. So my topic is time for no other reason than you just wanted to change it up. Brand switching. I just made the same deodorant switch a few months ago. And it was only because Right Guard wasn't on the shelf when I was in there. Literally, like, okay, what can I pivot to? Dove was there. I grabbed Dove. And then I went back and I was like, yo, let me buy my Right Guard anyway because I'm used to it. And I realized immediately, I like the Dove more. Like, I do too. I'm only. It just rolls on smooth. What's up?
Can't talk. I couldn't. It don't come through if y'all talking at the same time.
It just rolls on smoother. Just rolls on way smoother. It feels better. Like
the scent. Even I got the Clean Comfort, And I usually go for stuff that don't have a scent because sensitive skin. Even that has a scent, and I love it. And I didn't throw my one. I'm still use my 1 bar right guard that I had because I always buy the double packs. So I still have one. I bought the double pack of Dove, so I did Dove, right guard, Dove. So right now I still got the first Dove, and I'm not even a month into it. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this.
And I will say, so we're talking about it specifically with toiletries. Last year I changed my shampoo I was using. It's bad because I like it, so I switched to Old Spice. They got a few of them. I was like, let me just try it. Like they always got the black men in the advertisements, the big buff. Like I was like, you know what? I've never let myself be influenced by the commercials. I was like, if I'm ever gonna try something that I would otherwise have never tried, by the way, like when Old Spice, when I remember when they first started putting out commercials that I remember anyway, which I feel like I was in like middle school or elementary school. So I'm not trying this. This ain't for me. And I was like, you know what? Let me just try it. I like it. And then with Dove, I remember I pivoted to Dove because I wanted to get body wash. I've been using bar soap for years, and I still do primarily. I was like, let me just find a body wash because I used to do both. Let me just do that. And I picked up several of the Dove men's. They got a bunch of different scents.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me try. I basically been trying all of them. I like most of them. So.
Oh, and I do have a switch that I'm making that Mike is going to be proud of. We actually spoke about it a couple podcasts ago. And remember when I said that me and Linda got some running around to do after she gets off? We're down to our last 2 rolls of Scott toilet paper. So we're going to Costco and we're going to get the...
Welcome to the big boy club.
That's one of the things we got to do after work. So
you getting that Blue Charmin? What you getting?
The brand that my parents had, I took a picture of it. Like I told you, we was at my parents' house. It was either I think it was my mom's birthday. We have 2 bathrooms in the house. One is a half bathroom, but it's right next to the kitchen, in between the kitchen and the dining room. And everybody's in there. I'm like, I'm going upstairs where I can get some privacy. Like as soon as it touched my skin, I'm gonna just, I ain't gonna be too graphic. As soon as it touched my skin, I was like, oh my God. Like after I finished doing my business, I was like, babe, like I screamed down the steps like something was wrong. Babe, come here. She came to the bottom of the steps. I threw her the roll of toilet paper down the steps. I'm like, yo, feel that. She's like, oh yeah, this is nice. I said, yo, Mom, where'd you get this from? It's like, oh, we got it from Sam's Club. It's like premium something. I took a picture of it. I've held it since November. I've been waiting.
But it's the Sam's Club. It's the Sam Club's version of Charmin, and it's still good. It's good because BJ's also has one. My wife goes back and forth. Yeah.
Sam's Club is called Ultra Premium Bath Tissue. We're probably going to go to Costco because Costco is closer than Sam's. But the one that I looked up that's similar, it says Ultra Soft Premium Bath Tissue. So that's where we're going to go with. And that's the one that as soon as I touched it, I was like, it was like the scales fell off my eyes and I was no longer blind. I was like, oh my God, this was Mike talking about.
Yep, I remember us talking about it, trying to get you to step your game up with that. Yeah, so that was actually pretty dope. I like that you're making the change. I've made some changes in the last couple of years, actually. It's funny y'all talked about the soaps that you use in the shower and the shampoo and all that stuff. I only use liquid soap on my back. I told you about the silicone back scrubber that I have. G thought it was something to do with your foot or whatever. He said when he was here. But I use bar soap. I live by it. I sweat a lot. I'm a sweater. When I go to sleep at night, my body temperature goes up at least 5 or 6 degrees. I'm a sweater at night. So bar soap is what really gets into your skin and stays and make sure you don't get all stinky and sweaty.
I was just about to say, I like bar soap because it makes me feel cleaner, but I like the smell that liquid soap leaves on me more. So that's why I use both. I'll scrub with bar soap first, and then I'll do a second wash with liquid soap.
See, I switched to liquid soap back in 2017. And I like it because you're not stuck with, I switched to liquid soap because you're not stuck with those little chiclets of, bar soap. And like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? And I feel like
you got the game wrong. Hot water, you get 4 of those little tiny thin chips that are left, squeeze it real hard, and you got another bar of soap. But
you know what, though? My coworker, I'm sorry to cut you off. My coworker said there's a bag. I forgot what it's made out of. You could put all those little bars of soap in, and rub it together and get basically a full bar.
It's a mesh bag. Yeah, I've seen them before.
Bag.
It's a little mesh bag. It's got holes in it. So what happens is you drop them in there, you close it up, and then you put that in your wash rag the same way you would the regular bar soap, and it all comes through and gives you the same effect. So yeah. But I don't leave bar. Mike said I'm back on bar soap. The only thing I use liquid soap on is my back because of that apparatus that I use. You can't rub bar soap on it and get the lather and then do your back with it. It doesn't work because it's all silicone. So I have to put liquid soap in there. Now I let my wife pick the liquid soap, so that's not going to count as one of my changes. However, I did make the switch from a regular toothbrush to the Sonic, the water pick. I'm never going back. If you guys ever see me using,
you mean to an electric brush, and you're using a water pick as well?
It's the water pick is electric.
Yeah, you just said water pick, but I knew what you meant.
You should still be brushing in addition to the water pick.
You the way you phrase it, like you went to a water pick.
Yeah, you make it sound
like at the same time. I don't know what y'all are saying.
You make it sound like you stopped brushing and only use the water pick.
Oh, so maybe I'm explaining it wrong. The Sonic water pick toothbrush is an electric brush, and then it's got two buttons on it. One makes it vibrate. The second button does the water in between your teeth. So it's a 2-in-1 apparatus. It's got a reservoir that you fill with water or Listerine or whatever you want to floss your mouth with. So you can use that. You can take off the water hose and just use the brush itself, and it vibrates. And then you can plug the thing back in that connects to the water tank, and it squirts in between your teeth, and you floss with it. I'm never going back to a handheld toothbrush except for when I'm on vacation, because if I leave that wherever I'm on vacation at, then I'm going to be upset because they're expensive. They're $89, $120, and that range is there.
And I also made the switch to a electric toothbrush as well. It vibrates, and I'm like, I even got my wife to use it too, because we both were just using handheld toothbrush. And I think the hygienist told me that electric toothbrushes were better. So I was like, all right, let me try this one. And I was like, oh my God, you can feel the difference on your teeth. And I was like, babe, you got to try it. And she tried it, and she uses it as well.
Wait till you try the water pick. When you come to my house, so when we have water picks, so what happens is it's a toothbrush like this, but the head comes off. Oh, you can't see because I got green screen on, but I'm actually holding something in my hands here. Okay, so the heads come off. You put your head on and brush. So we have one. I wanted to buy one for me and one for my wife. She was like, babe, just get the heads because you got to replace the heads, and we'll separate our heads. So your head is your head, my head is my head, pause. And then so we go like that. Gee, I'll give you a head, pause. Super fucking pause.
See, if you would say I'll give you head, then I was like, all right, pause. But you said I'll give you a head.
Nah, but it's still
we
foul.
changed pieces on the hookah, so yeah. I know what you meant.
Right. So I'll give you a head, and I want you to try it. You could brush, like I said, and it's got two different speeds, low and high. And then you can try the water flossing thing also. And it just gets the spaces in between your teeth. It is phenomenal. And I'm telling you, bro, like you're probably never, ever, ever going to go back. Big Ben's in the building. What's up, Ben? I see you, man. Go ahead, G.
I have a question. Remember how we kind of started off the show when saying, go ahead and flex on us poor people? Is he not flexing on us people with just ordinary toothbrushes? Did he not say it costs anywhere from $80 to $90 for this device?
No. I said 80 to 120.
I was being modest.
I switched.
I made the switch. Price. Oh, gee, it don't even cost that much.
I made the switch to an electric brush a few years ago. I love it. And when I found mine, it was a Prime Day deal. So it was a bundle with the brush and the water pick. I've been using both ever since. I love it. Well, it took me a while to switch to the water pick, but I've been using the water pick for about a year now. And I love it. It feels just, the difference you think that the difference you feel with the electric brush, the water pick. Do you floss?
No, I don't floss.
Oh my God.
Oh, see, that's why. That's why he don't. So I used to floss, like y'all know I drive a lot.
I still use the floss sticks even that, but the water pick, bro, night and day difference. Like,
and
your mouth feels as close to how as clean as it feels after your hygienist cleans it. That's the closest you can get it on.
Yep, it feels like you just left the
closest you can get it on.
Surprisingly, the hygienist said, for someone who doesn't floss, I'm surprised your teeth are in as good shape as they are. And I was like, oh, okay. And I kind of like get a little squeamish when well, it's always been a woman that flosses. I always get a little squeamish when they floss. I feel like they might go down. That's just like when they had a little metal pick. And I feel like all it takes is just one slip up, a sneeze from me or that individual, and they just slit my whole gum and tongue open. So that's probably why I don't floss, because just the sensation when they do it.
Well, that's part of it. The more you do it, you build up a tolerance for it. Like you won't bleed as much. You know what I mean? Like your gums are gonna be better off for doing it regularly, and it really does help to keep your teeth clean. But the water pick, bro, night and day.
I'll have to look into that water pick.
So don't get it just yet. Wait till I let you try it here. We just ordered a bunch of new heads, so I'll let you have one just to try it out and see how you like it. Especially because you're not a regular flosser. Let me tell you, the first time, so I brush my teeth constantly. I have a thing with having.
The first time, that's what you're gonna say, right?
Say that. Well, yeah, but mine, I don't know what yours is like. I've seen some where it's water or no water. Mine has a setting of 0 to 10 for the water intensity, so you can control it. Like I didn't get the cheap. No offense to anybody, I didn't get the cheaper one. I went to all the bells and whistles, and I actually ordered 2. And my wife was like, "Babe, this is stupid. When you first buy it, it comes with 2 or 3. It's either 2 or 4 heads. It comes with." She was like, "If we knew all the heads came with it, there was no need for 2 of them." And you just buy replacement heads instead of buying new toothbrushes. So she was like, "Just return the other one," because I bought a black one and a white one. And she was like, "No, like we don't need that. We'll just do the head thing." We just ordered some more heads. We actually ordered heads a couple months ago, but we don't know where they went. So there's a whole pack of heads in my house somewhere.
Mike is a black man with a white wife.
Oh, here you go.
Bought black and white water pick. Isn't her racist water picks?
Segregation.
Right.
I hate y'all.
But I know Mike said he got a show to do at 4, so let's go ahead and get to our football picks. And Mike, I gotta say what I've been thinking. I think a day after we got together on Saturday to watch our team. So let's go ahead and get to it. I think I'm in the lead because I only lost the 1 game.
I was mad at Mike after this weekend of games. I was really mad at Mike. We gonna go game by game in the order that we're playing. Let's go game by game.
Let's go.
All right.
First game was Houston at Baltimore. Mike was the only one to get this wrong. He picked Houston.
I did that off of what I wanted, not what I thought, and that's cool. I said it during the show. I was like, Houston. I said Houston's not the better team. I was like, but I want them to win, so I'll take that.
Game 2 was Green Bay at San Francisco. Me and Mike were both correct. G, I understand you were rocking with your team, but y'all didn't get it done.
Almost did, though.
That game
you know what?
That game was better than I expected. But I'm about to say, Mike and I did have a conversation like a day or 2 after the game, and they just had too much time off. Like they were resting.
So
go ahead, G. You got some shit you want to get off your chest. Go ahead and tell them how we spent the day.
So
go ahead.
Me and Mike been watching our teams play, getting together to watch our team play as long as I can remember. So what I witnessed on Saturday was like, wow. When Mike first told me he was starting the podcast, I'm like, okay, cool. My boy doing something that he's passionate about. What I witnessed on Saturday was far beyond a podcast. It is now escalated to the realm of cult. This man has started a cult. He don't know, but I've been referring to him all week as Father Mike because, first of all, y'all saw Mike's demeanor going into the weekend. He was not worried at all. He was unbothered. He even took that into the start of the game. And I was so happy that
Niners by 16. I said it. Niners by 16. That was my feel.
Yep, he was just going into it cool as a fan, everything, messing with me, got me on the show. I'm glad my team was able to make him and his followers nervous. He didn't have a voice. He was screaming. He was yelling. It was to the point when his followers, Mike Father Mike, what are we going to do? We're losing. He said, like all great cult leaders do, my children, if you believe like I believe, let me hear you say I believe.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, changed the whole dynamic of the game. Now, what would a cult be if you don't have a sacrifice? Guess who that person that was sacrificed that night? Deebo Samuel. They sacrificed that name in the name of a win.
yo.
Biden. G is on his pod. This is the best pod G has ever done right here. Oh man, go ahead, G. Keep going. Oh, he is podding right now.
That man sacrificed his player so they can get a win. It was almost like when Goku talks to the citizens of the world, lend me your energy, lift your hands. He said, hey, y'all, if y'all believe like I believe, don't worry, I got us. He out here doing some voodoo witchcraft, juju, voodoo, whole nine. I'm like, wow. And that's when I realized that my boy started a cult.
Let me tell you. Let me just piggyback off of what G is sharing right now, right? So when Duck called me just now, I swear on everything. I don't know if Duck could hear it in the background, but when he called me, I was literally watching the end of that game, that final drive offensively for the 49ers. And that's when I was on my, I was like, I forget how many people were watching. Everybody in here, I don't want y'all to say nothing else, but I believe. If you believe the Niners got a shot at this, I need y'all to type. I was drunk as hell, Duck. I was screaming. I need y'all to type, I believe right now. Don't say shit else in the chat. I want to see, I believe, nothing else. My man that was on with us, Tony. I was like, Tony, come on, bro. You the only one that ain't say it. Everybody in the chat then typed it. Tony, tell me you. I fucking believe we gonna get it, Mike. We got it, all right? I believe it. I believe. Like I was getting on Tony's nerves. Once Tony said it, bro, we marched down the field like it was nothing, bro. We marched down the field, went up 24-21, and then we got a pick to wrap it up with. Oh, my God. But G is absolutely right, bro. There had to be a sacrifice. There had to be a sacrifice. I hate it had to be Deebo. And all of a sudden, he's a full participant in practice now.
Hey, what is a cult without a good sacrifice, y'all?
Hey, they don't call us the faithful for nothing.
Exactly. Named his cult the Faithful, and his name is Father Mike.
Nah, that's the 49ers. Don't do that to me. I call my Patreon people the Patreonians. I call them the Patreonians. But
so you got
49er fan bases. But the 49er fan base is called the Faithful. But my 200, 100 something, however many of them it is, I call them the Patreonians. I don't call them my patronies like Joe Budden does.
That was the one dude you always text with second half to you. I need you to text
Julo. Yeah. Yep. My man shoot.
Through it, and I loved every bit of it. Because like I said, the demeanor going into the game, Mike was like, I ain't worried about nothing. Nigga, I ain't worried about, like, that was his demeanor. And then it went complete opposite. And I loved it. He was hoarse. I was hoarse. That's when he put the call out to the followers. Hey, lend me your energy so we can get this win.
Like Goku calling on the spirit bomb, everybody hold your hands up.
Exactly. Exactly
Yep.
Like that.
He is not exaggerating, bro. I put out a war cry, bro. I needed it. Like, because I believe in energy. I really, really do believe in energy. Now, not that what we were saying or typing was going to make its way all the way to Santa Clara. Right. But when people are, oh, I'm nervous about this game, players start hearing that shit. What if they are better than what we thought? What if, like, that's the kind of stuff that during the week leads up to it. That's all the kind of stuff that leads up to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want that energy in the air. So when the Packers were out there, they were running us, bro. There was no turnovers by Brock Purdy, but he should have thrown 3. They went right in the Packers players' hands. I was nervous as shit. When we came out in the second half, I was like, all right, this is when we get them. Right, we did what we were supposed to do. We drove down the field at the end of the first half. We went to the lineup for the field goal, and they fucking blocked it. I was like, all right, it's cool. We get the ball to come out, we gonna score, bro. We went like 3 and out. I was like, oh shit. None of what we normally do is working. And I said it during the show. I don't know if G remembers, but I was like, yo, that 3 weeks off, we starting to see it. My quarterback looked shaky. He finished the game like 59% completion percentage. Bro, he was one of the top 5 percentage completion quarterbacks all year long at 71%, 70%, 69.8, some shit like that, right? He was one of the top guys all year long. He finished the game less than 60% completion percentage. Nothing was working. But that last drive, that last offensive drive, he went 6 for 7. He had an 11-yard rush, and the one completion that he didn't get hit George Kittle right in the hands, and he dropped it. He just flat out dropped it. There was nobody near him. He just flat out dropped it. The energy was right in that moment, but I had to call the rally out. I had to get a rally cry, man. We went out there and we did what we were supposed to do. Go Pack, go the fuck home. That's right. You can type the curtains in here, Mike. You ain't no shame. You can type them in here, bro. I mean, yeah, Mike, I got you, bro. You can type them in here, but that was it. So, all right, what's the score, man? What else? So we went over 2 games. We did the Ravens game.
Well, I just wanted to piggyback on G referring to your followers and your cult. All I was going to say is I love your cult. I love the Nothing But Niners cult because every time I go out with Mike, y'all show me love as if I'm a Niners fan. Like, y'all really treat me like I'm one of y'all. And I love the love that I get every time I'm out with y'all. So,
I love the energy. I just had to poke fun of it, yo. It took me until the next day to realize that Mike put some cult juju out there. I was like, my boy started a cult.
That was phenomenal right there by G. But Duck is right, and I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Right, when I say Duck is right, Duck has been with me out in public, and the feeling you get when you walk into the building with Mike from Nothing But Niners, the free drinks. Mm-hmm. The giveaways and all that stuff, they just giving you shit, tickets for raffles and all that, where everybody else is paying.
Everybody's friendly. They want pictures with me because I've been a guest a handful of times. Like they want hella pictures with Mike, but like the amount of his fans that come up to me and want pictures with both of us. And like you said,
no, I don't know. I don't know if I came on here and told y'all on this show, but Zara's birthday. We went out to Jacksonville. We flew all the way out to Jacksonville for the Niners-Jacksonville game. Bro, we walked in, and as soon as we walked in, my man was up on stage. There were people paid to perform. Frank Gore was there. Like, we walked in the building, and when they saw me at the door, oh, shit, Mike from Nothing But Niners is here. Make some noise. Like, people started going crazy. People walking up, dapping. Like Doug said, here come the photo shoots. Can we take pictures with you? And when they found out it was my daughter's birthday weekend, bro, they pulled her up on stage. She was the person announcing winning raffle ticket numbers and all that kind of shit. Listen, you had to pay to get Frank Gore to sign whatever it was that he was going to sign. Each item had a cost. They just flat out gave her, because it was her birthday and it was Mike from Nothing But Niners' daughter. They just gave her 4 or 5 tickets to get all this stuff. We ran out of shit to sign. I had to turn around and let Frank Gore sign my back. I had a jersey on. I had to let Frank Gore sign a jersey that I was sweating in. I'm afraid to wash this shit.
Hey, Mike, I got to ask you a quick question. And I don't think I asked you this question when you told her the story the first time. When you walked in and you immediately was recognized and everybody started fanboying out over you, at what moment you like, yo, if I was single?
So you go, okay, I'm glad my kids couldn't hear this question. So the truth of the matter is there has been that little devil on your shoulder just in the back of your mind, because we have some very loyal followers that I would pay attention to. Let me say it that way. I got to speak in code. My daughter's sitting right here. I got to speak in code. She can't hear y'all, so she's hearing a one-sided conversation. There are some followers that I would pay special attention to.
Because I was living through you vicariously just to that moment. I was like, yo, if they would have walked in and like, hey, yo, it's G from Packers Nation. Yo, show us some love. I would have been like, oh my God, bro, I'm about to have all the
Bro, Duck has been out with me. Duck has been out with me. When I tell you the recognition is G, even that, let's throw that away. Let me tell you the craziest fan recognition moment that I ever had. And when I say I'm going to say supporters of the show. They're not fans of me. I haven't did anything for you to be a fan of Mike. We're all Niner fans, but you support the show. My wife, my son, the game is over. We're flying back home. We're at the airport to leave in Santa Clara or San Jose. I forget which airport we were flying out of. Maybe Oakland even. Fly into those 3, but whatever. We get off the elevator and I gotta pee before we board our flight. This guy is getting in the elevator with his wife. He's got some Niners gear on. They see you with the Niners gear. Oh, what's up? It's a mutual love thing. It's family. As soon as they see the colors, it's mutual love. What's going on? Dapped them up. Didn't think twice about it. I go to the bathroom. My wife and my son wait outside of the bathroom for me. This kid got in the elevator and went down with his wife. We were coming up and we went to the bathroom. I come back out and he's standing out there and he's waiting. Are you Mike from Nothing But Niners? I said, yeah. This dude recognized me going to take a piss. Bro, I had to come back up here. Will you please take a picture? I know this is weird. Bro, it's not weird. Let's go. Let's go. And we stopped. We took a picture. Hear me out. It was Shu, the guy that I was saying, where's your second half tweet? Listen,
Wow.
it was him. It was him and his lady that recognized. This was years ago. I took Derek to his first game when he turned 10 years old. Derek is 14 now. That's how long ago this was. It was 4 years ago.
Nah, he went to a game before that.
No,
No.
it was.
Oh, you're saying we all went to yeah.
When we went to Cali. I take my kids on their first flight after they turn 10.
Yeah, because I was supposed to go with them.
It was the Packers-Niner game. Yeah, it was the Packers-Niner game 4 years ago.
Years ago, so.
Yeah, and so that was the biggest moment. Like, people know you. You got to be careful. I've been recognized at gas stations in Jersey from Nothing But Niners, which to me that's the weird part because it's the East Coast.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that's the weird part. Out there, I kind of expected, and people don't want you to pay for drinks. They don't want you to pay for food. Mike, can we take a shot with you? And that sounds cool until you realize it's 50 people in here that want to give you that same treatment. I can't take that many shots.
You take all the alcohol they offer you.
Right.
You're gonna be dead in like 3 hours.
Right.
Look. Mike is apologizing. My bad, Duck, for not asking you to join the photo.
It's all gravy, bro. I'll be out again. What you say, Mike?
Thought we did get a pic with Mike.
I couldn't tell you who all we took pictures.
Oh, Duck wasn't in it. Duck wasn't in it. This is it right here. Duck wasn't in it. This is when. Yeah, this is it right here. This is when we were in Charlotte. Yeah. Look how quick I pulled that up. That boy good. I'm on the trigger over here, bro. All right, let's keep going with the football review because we got about 15 minutes before I got to get out of here.
All right, so the next game was Tampa Bay at Detroit. We all went to Detroit, so we all got a point there. And then the last one was Kansas City, Buffalo. Mike and I, all three of us were on Buffalo originally. And then Mike.
Let's go.
I don't even want to give you credit because Mike really talked you into Kansas City.
No. What I already was thinking. I was like, Kansas City will find a way. And I was already thinking that when Mike said it out loud, I was like, you know what? I'm going Kansas City.
You had already said Buffalo.
Yes, he did. But as he was talking,
in response to Mike talking you up.
No, but
Mike was trying to fix it. And here's
my original thought was Kansas City finds a way. I wanted Buffalo because they've come so close these last couple of seasons, but I was like, I was still doubtful. But I always kind of like to go with the underdog. And then when Mike said the thought that I had in my head was Kansas City find a way, I was like, there it is. Scratch that out. Put Kansas City.
I can't
gentlemen.
I can't even find the sheet with the wild card round picks on it because Mike talked you into changing one to get picks for the wild card round that you got right. So the current score.
I'm responsible. Wait. Before you say the score, I just want to say two things. One, G, responsible for 2 points that you have, even though you don't want to give me credit for it. That's okay. The second thing is this. One of our topics, unnecessary hate from people you fuck with. Oh, wrong side.
I was about to say.
Because Duck just said, G, you owe that to Mike. I'm giving Mike credit. He was like, no. That's what you just said.
Hold on. You was actually going to give him, write down credit?
No, he wasn't going to give me the... You were not giving me...
The score wouldn't be what it is if not for Mike talking to you.
Although it was in my head, Mike is what brought it out. So thank you, Mike, for bringing out what I already had in my head.
All right, go ahead, Duck. Run down the tally. Here we are.
Mike is at 5. I'm at 6. G is at 7.
His 2 points are because of me.
What'd you say?
Yeah. His 2
I would
points
be
are because of me.
Boy, if I would have pulled off that Green Bay game. Oh, I would have.
It gets tougher now because there's fewer games, and I don't know. That AFC Championship, we might all be split. But we might split on, I don't know. But, G, your picks, conviction. I need you to have conviction. Say it with your chest, mean it, and stick to it.
And you're not allowed to change your mind once we write it down. That's it.
That's my
I changed my mind one time, and you're not allowed to change your mind.
Twice.
What was the first one?
The first game
in the wild card round.
Yeah. If you can't tell me what it is, it didn't happen.
Oh, you corny as hell. Matter of fact, did G get? Wait. I got it. It was the Houston game. I think it was the Houston game. G picked against Houston, and I talked him into it.
I think you're right.
It was Houston and who? Houston and what was that first game?
Houston played against they were a wild card, so they went against the divisional winner.
Browns.
Browns.
No, I already knew I was choosing Browns. That's my dad's team, so I knew I was choosing the Browns.
That's my point. You picked Houston. I think you got Houston.
No, I picked the Browns. I lost that.
I can't find this dang sheet to save
my life. Don't worry about it. Come on. It's all right. If we find it later, we'll revisit it later. Don't worry about it.
All right. So our picks for the AFC and NFC championship game. Who's going first?
So the first one you said is Kansas City at Baltimore. I'm going with the conspiracy theory. I'm picking Baltimore. I know I regretted picking against Kansas City last week, but I'm rocking with Baltimore. They've looked like the best team all year, especially down the stretch. So that's my pick. I'm locked in.
Can I Valley, since it's only 2 games left, right? At best case scenario, all I could do is tie up or tie G. Best case scenario.
That's what I said. It's tough. It's tough.
Right. So can I do a little volley for an extra point?
What are you proposing?
Here's my proposal. If you can predict the score within 3 points of the winning team and 3 points of the losing team. So let's just say, for example, I say 21-27 for the winning team, and the final score is 18-24. I get the bonus point. 3 points from each team or less. You have to be in it by.
I say let's save the score thing for the Super Bowl. Like if we go in tied to the Super Bowl, we'll do the volley there.
But I can't catch you. I can't catch you unless I pick opposite of you each time.
Mike's point is that he needs like I've at least got a chance if we have even one pick different for these conference championships. You know what I mean? Like I got a chance to go in tied this year. You know?
All G got to do in order to guarantee that he beats me. Like, so he's going to pick his AFC championship. He knows I'm going to pick the Niners for the NFC. So all he got to do is go against me there. He's guaranteed to have a difference. He's guaranteed. I have no way of catching him.
Right.
I mean, that's also the point of the pick, so I respect it. Y'all don't have to agree to it, but just keep that in the back of your minds. We'll talk.
I'm open to it. I like it. So.
All right, so you going with the Ravens. G, who you going with?
This is a tough
Say it
one.
with your chest, and ain't no running back either.
Nah, I ain't running nothing back. I feel like this might be Baltimore's year. I want to see it happen, so let's go with Baltimore.
All right, Mike.
Oh, I hate y'all.
Mike?
I wanted to go with Baltimore. I was hoping that G went with Kansas City because they always find a way to win, right? And I had myself convinced that.
But for that reason, Kansas City does have a chance. For that reason.
Well, no. Well, Kansas City does have a chance because they haven't. The Kansas City Chiefs defense is way better than people are giving them credit for. I understand Patrick Mahomes, the guy. Now that defense didn't do them any favors against the Bills. Like that was a crazy ass game, right? But I don't know if Baltimore's offense is naturally as good as the Bills' offense. Because the Bills were without some players. Their key players vanished in the game. I don't even know what fucking Diggs' final stat line was, but it wasn't enough for it to be a divisional round game. Fuck, do I have to take the Chiefs just for a chance in this? All right.
How about this?
No. Nope. Write me down for the Chiefs. Only because I'm trying to catch up. I'm going to be very clear what I'm about to say. Write me down for the Chiefs because I'm trying to catch up. But I fully believe that the Ravens are going to win. I just wanted to be on record. Write down the Bills, and if we remember what I'm saying now, cool. If not, don't worry about it. But the Ravens are going to win this game.
I'm
All right,
certainly not writing down the Bills. I already wrote down KC for you.
All right, so Mike, I'm proposing the trade. If you feel that strongly, I'll switch with you.
I don't like, wait. I don't like this because we already told him to be convicted and that he can't switch.
I know.
He wants it more. He wants it more. I'm still thinking KC in the back of my mind, though.
I'm strictly focused on trying to catch G. I'm strictly focused. I'll take the trade if Duck is the tiebreaker. He's got to make the decision now. Duck, can we do the trade?
I don't like this.
It helps you too. It helps you too if he's wrong.
I understand
it helps you too if he's wrong.
I understand that.
You can't catch him if y'all are right with the Ravens.
Think about it. No, Mike, I get it.
I need you to be selfish. You've been selfish your whole fucking life. If you don't do it right now, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
We just had guys' night. And there were a lot of revelations made that evening about how unselfish I am. I am agreeing to this. Though. Y'all swap.
All right,
Let's
cool.
go.
So Mike gets Baltimore. I get Kansas City.
And just so y'all see how I did it, I didn't actually scratch it out. That's to acknowledge that it was a trade.
Okay, cool. All right. So now, Duck, we down by 1.
I was about to say, y'all just saw. I just showed it to the thing. Y'all saw my pick for the next game.
So no, I couldn't read it, but G, you pick first, since we got to catch you.
I want to throw my support behind my boy for the 49ers.
Please say but. Please say but.
There is a but. I don't know if Brock played like how he did last week. You guys might be in trouble. But you guys got a lot of weapons on the offense. I want to see.
They haven't said he's going to play. They have not said Debo's going to play. Go ahead and pick him.
I mean, outside of Debo, you still got Kittle and everybody else that y'all beat us with.
Our offense don't look the same when Debo's not out there. Our offense is not the same when Debo's not out there. I've been angry at Kyle Shanahan for this for the last 2 seasons. Our offense is not the same when Debo's not out there.
And you guys are at home, right?
We're at home, and we are 7.5-point favorites. But keep in mind, we were like 10.5-point favorites against y'all, and it came down to the final possession, and we only won by 3. So
if this was in Detroit, I probably would pick Detroit. I'm gonna go with San Fran on this one.
No, you can write me down for San Fran. Oh well, I'm losing by 1. My only hope now is that we could do the score prediction thing for an extra bonus point.
Well, we would have to do that now.
Who you taking, Duck? Yeah.
What'd you say?
Who you taking?
Oh, San Fran. I already had them written down.
Okay, so you know what? Here's what's interesting, actually. Here's what's interesting. I believe that the most dangerous team left in the playoffs right now are the Ravens, not the 49ers. Let me go on record and say that. If this plays out the way it is, all of us would break even on the Niners. If G is wrong and he's got the Bills, he's got the Chiefs, and we're right, we're down by 1 point. So
speak for yourself. If we're right and he's wrong, I'm tied with him. I'm only behind by 1 point. You're behind.
Yeah, he's only down 1.
I thought you had 5 also. You have 6.
I have 6.
Yeah, it's 5, 6, 7.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because then we could do the point thing for the Super Bowl, and that would be the deciding factor.
Right.
I still think we should do it because that would give you the tiebreaker then. I still think we should do it for only the Super Bowl. I don't have a chance.
I was gonna say, I suck at picking scores. I'm down to do it, but I suck at picking scores.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't have a chance of catching G, and I'm okay with that. I'll fold. I'm not going to catch him, but I do think we should do the score prediction for the Super Bowl only. I will do that, because right now it's not fair to G that he's been picking so well that here we are trying to find ways to catch him. It's not right. He's just been picking better. He's been giving his final answer on the better team.
Been picking better. Okay.
So we'll decide on the Super Bowl pick on next week's show, if we're going to do the score bonus.
Yeah,
that's it. But I don't have a chance.
Draw that out 2 weeks, but okay.
You know what?
Actually, no, Mike. You do
a show next week to review, but we can.
I can't hear y'all. I can't. What?
I said we can still do a show next week to review this weekend's games, but we can draw out the picks.
You know what I'm gonna do? Because I know that y'all know I don't mean it. Just write me down for the Lions. I ain't got nothing to lose. I can still get my free T-shirt. Y'all know I don't mean it.
You want me to change this? You want me to scratch it out and change this?
I mean, what the fuck I got to lose? I can't catch him. No, wait. Because if
No,
I'm wrong, I'm down by 2 points.
If you get both of these games, we're tied. You're only down 2.
No, G, we picked the same team for the last one. I'm down 2, so the best I could do is be plus. I can still be down by 1, and then there's a Super Bowl pick. So never mind. Don't do it.
Well, wait a minute, because G, this is normally the part of the picks where you have to change your heart and go to the other team. You not that confident in your own division?
First of all,
they beat up on y'all. Wait. They beat up on y'all enough to win the division, and now you don't think they got what it takes to go all the way?
If they were in Detroit, I would rock with them. But
let me ask you a question, G. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me ask you 3 questions. Number 1, this year, which of the 2 teams was better, Detroit or Green Bay?
Detroit.
Okay. At home for the Niners, on the road for y'all barely lost that game. True or false?
True.
Why can't Detroit overcome?
You're right.
Y'all almost did it.
First of all, I kind of see the writing on the wall. It looks like it's heading to San Fran, and no, because then that would mean I was admitting that Baltimore would win when I'm rocking with KC. So it's either going to be San Francisco and Baltimore, or San Francisco and Kansas City. I'm locking in my pick at San Fran and Kansas City. Final answer.
All right, so I can't catch him. All right, so here's my proposal for the caveat. We did within 3 points of each team for the bonus point, but if you get the score on the head, it's 2 points for the Super Bowl. Only for the Super Bowl.
I was going to say 2 to give you a shot. Still, that is what I was going to.
Only for the Super Bowl, and even then, I could only tie. Right. I could still only tie, and we got to come up with something else crazy to try to break the tie later. So, G, what you think about that?
All right, what was the score prediction? We can't go over, or we closest to?
No. You can go over. You can go over, and you can go under. So here's what the prediction is. Here's the bonus point proposal. So we got the pick locked in. Only for the Super Bowl. If you predict the Super Bowl final score by 3 points or less for each team, it's got to be each team, not total. You can't say, I was off by 6. No. If you say Niners, Ravens, and you say the Niners have 30 points, the Ravens have 27. You have to be within 3 points of the Niners 30 and within 3 points of the Ravens 7. Gotcha. You get a bonus point, right? So if the Ravens finish with 24, the Niners finish with 27, you get a bonus point. If you get it on the head, you predict the exact score on the head, then you get an extra point. So it'll be
you get a bonus
point for both of them. So it could end up being a 3-point game for you. No. Do you agree? We got to answer right now because I got to go do another show.
Agree.
I also agree.
All right. That's it, guys. Listen, we're going to be up out of here. We hope y'all enjoyed the show. Give me my round of applause. Fellas, this was a phenomenal. We are going live with Wayne Breezy literally right now. Oh, my bad. We're going live right now with Wayne Breezy. I'll see y'all over there. Peace out, everybody.
All right, fellas.